Genji 2 is an action game which is based on Japanese history. Being based on history, the stages of the game will also be based on famous battles which actually took place in ancient Japan. So here's this giant enemy crab.
Oh man, that's what my cat was doing.
Oh no.
Before we put her down, she was literally scratching all her skin off because she had like her skin was rejecting being on her.
Oh, there's some kind of like immune issue?
Yeah, she was having some sort of autoimmune issue. We couldn't fix it.
Good.
So we had to put her down. And when we put her down, it was crazy because like they'd never seen it before where we like she passed, right? And then like her whole skin like just started convulsing for like 5 straight minutes. Like it was in it. She was having a real bad time existing.
Yeah, sounds like, oh my gosh.
So anyway, GTA.
What a segue. The segue master back at
The
it again.
segue back at it. Welcome to the Giant Enemy Crab podcast. How y'all doing today?
Not
Oh,
great.
I'm doing.
Not after that.
Aw, come on. I was just trying to give you a little insight into my life. Speaking of, I'm your host, Fliz. I'm joined by my 2 wonderful co-hosts, KylarEmiya
Hello.
and Strider1.
Hello.
And boy, do we have a topic today. Would you guys like to be cops or robbers?
I'd like to be like that guy that makes bread. What's that called?
No.
Oh.
No, everything I've seen about GTA, everybody can only be a cop or a robber. Those are your 2
Oh.
options for living in the world.
Um,
Sorry, cop or gangster. Excuse me.
I've watched enough of those documentaries. It seems like being a cop is really hard. I might choose gangster.
It's crazy. I watched like some of the role play. Like they know all the codes. They're like 2114. I got a suspect lead. I'm like, oh my god, you're taking this more seriously than your real job, aren't you? That's wild. Anyway, we decided we're not the biggest GTA people. We've kind of made that clear. Especially considering most of us won't really be able to get it. Well, you guys have consoles.
Yeah.
I actually cannot play it on release. I don't know why we're doing that, but
Now you have another reason to get a PlayStation. That way you can play GTA and
I'm super good off of spending a grip to play outdated machinery. I'm good. But for everybody else, oh my God, it's GTA 6. It's coming soon. Boys, what do we know so far? Hit me with it.
So
It's coming
all right.
soon.
Okay. So we'll do
Strider's got us.
Okay, we'll do a little timeline starting with the very first thing we ever knew about GTA 6 was back in February 2022, where they said the game was in development. And the very first actual look we got at the game wasn't official. It was that September of 2022. We got footage from a variety of unfinished parts, like multiple builds of the game. I think they said there was up to a year apart between all of them, was leaked by a hacker. And we'll get into him later because there's a whole tangent I need to go on about that. But it showed off 50 minutes of footage. And
I didn't realize it was that much.
yeah,
Jeez.
it's like 50 minutes of footage from a variety of different like builds of the game that and some of them were like over a year old at the time. And then it wouldn't be until December 2023 is when we got our first official, like they have officially formally revealed GTA 6. Rockstar has shown the world. And then it kind of went silent for a really long time until we got any more information earlier this year. Some of the big things about it is that analysis and rumors about it is that it's going to be the most expensive game ever developed.
As far as total cost in development,
it's like $1 to $2 billion is the ballpark right now. No verified sources, but that's like the rumors going around is that it's over $1 billion.
I mean,
That's insane.
From what I understand, they're gonna make their money back. Like I think GTA 5 is the second most sold game ever, right behind Minecraft.
I think it's definitely
Something
up there.
like-
It's like
It's like 250 million or something copies sold or something. Something
it's
crazy.
Yeah, because they're projecting that it's going to earn $3.2 billion in its first year.
I mean, just seeing the hype and how I cannot get away from people talking about this game right now, I believe it. I mean, it's still a couple months before it comes out.
Yep. Cut.
And Go for it.
Yeah, to go on to the official release date that we have is November 19th is current set in release date. I don't think there's another delay coming. The preload will begin an entire week beforehand on November 12th. And pre-orders opened yesterday on the 25th. And we now have the official prices, which is
tell me.
$80 for the standard edition and $100 for its ultimate edition. There's no disc in physical copies, and we have no idea if there's going to be a collector's edition.
Okay, so how are we feeling? Let me just get a vibe check. How are we feeling about no physical copies? I mean, I don't even have a CD drive in my PC. But still, something feels weird about paying $80 for like.
That's not even for PC. That's for consoles. Because
that's true.
There's no PC port. So this is for consoles, and that's crazy.
Yeah, that is weird.
Because the big thing about GTA 6 that you have to remember is that these guys could absolutely be trendsetters. Because they, with 5 and online, they realized how much money they could make off microtransactions with shark cards, and then they realized. Oh, this just makes us bank. We don't have to make a single player game for what? It's been, when would GTA 5 come out? Like 2012, 2013? Yeah, like it's been 13 years. And it's kept them afloat by itself. They didn't need to do anything else. They did do Red Dead 2, but they didn't need to because GTA 5 Online GTA Online, whatever it was making bank. And it continues to make bank.
Real quick. Shark cards, $5 billion in lifetime revenue for just shark cards for Rockstar, about $1 million a day.
Yep.
GTA 5 is the 18th highest grossing video game of all time. Made $8.5 billion.
Do you have some of the other ones just to kind of compare them? I know Minecraft's up there.
Yeah.
If you don't, that's fine.
Most of the very top ones are going to be like, like old dogs like Space Invaders and Pac-Man and stuff.
Yeah, well, I think, and even Minecraft, like a big part of that. I watched Jason Schreier. Go check out his 20-minute video. It's pretty good. Of course, it's good. He's Jason Schreier, but he was talking about how and a lot of that is simply because like there is no mobile GTA like there is for Minecraft. You know, that's where a lot of that comes from.
Another big I guess microtransaction heavy game, Genshin Impact. Is 25th at 7.3 billion. And then, Fortnite is actually 5th place at 20. So just to kind of
at least check out.
Give the little groundwork of where Grand Theft Auto sits. Yeah.
Have either of you played GTA? I've played it like a tiny bit, but I really never got into it. How necessary are shark cards to play the game?
The single player game, not at all. You don't even see them.
Not at all, yeah.
Yeah, it is only for the online, which I never actually played the online with other people. Wasn't really that's not why I wanted to get Grand Theft Auto, so I was like, why even bother? So I'm not 100% sure.
That's what's kind of I haven't done enough research when it comes because everything GTA Online I've seen is private custom servers. Mm-hmm. Where I don't know if shark cards apply there.
The online RP stuff that you're thinking of is very separated from traditional GTA Online.
Okay. I didn't realize people played GTA Online like that. I thought it was all RP servers. That's all I ever see.
RP is a much bigger thing in these last few years, I would say, compared to before. Because I did play it back when it released on console, and I can't really tell you much about it because I don't remember anything really interesting. It was just kind of play to grind.
That's what it was. Is it's pretty much you're trying to start your own career as a gangster, whatever you want to call it. So you do jobs to level up, and there'd be other people in the city that you might run into, and basically you just try to kill each other. And I know the shark cards you can use to buy, basically accelerate your character to buy things that you normally either would not be able to because it's way too expensive, or just be able to get to it much, much faster. So
I just didn't realize the just base online version of the game, where all their money comes from was I thought the RP was the huge one. So I guess you know what? I'm sure there's a whole subset of people that I don't know anything about. So I'll just choose to believe it.
Because basically it was from what I remember, it was you do this sick optimized people optimized how to do missions as fast as possible to get money, right? So it's like
Yeah.
you do this 4-minute delivery mission for $12,000 was like the most efficient thing 50 times, or you skip all that and pay for $500,000 for what, $10
Yeah.
was basically what I remember.
And considering like it's an older audience, a lot of people would just be like, yeah, I worked for an hour. I'm just going to buy my money. I'm not going to spend my whole night doing this.
Yeah.
I want to play the game. I want that car.
Yeah, because like as the big thing was like as things get added, it's like here's this new thing. It costs like $1 million, $500,000 or so forth. Just money sink after money sink after money sink was how I remember the updates being for it. Like here's this new hyper expensive thing that you can buy. Like if I could be like hallucinating this, but like you could buy a space laser and just ruin someone's goddamn day by just blowing them up with a space laser that costs like $2,000 to fire, in addition to the massive price to buy it.
That's cool. Okay, because like I do remember I played online for a tiny bit when it came out, but it was pretty bare bones. So I'm sure it's, you know, all these years later, there's a ton of stuff to do. I'm sure it's way more fleshed out. I'll have to spend some time looking into it. Well, no, I won't, because 6 is coming out, and I won't worry about 5 anymore. So
I mean, I don't worry about 5 because someone hacked my account and got me banned.
Okay, well, stop doing that.
Okay, wait, I'm like, how is my GTA account? Oh, I've been banned. Why? Oh, someone hacked it.
Nice. All right, back to 6.
So yeah. Here's the thing though about the price with the Ultimate Edition is the Ultimate Edition is locking content behind it that won't be available in any other capacity. And this includes in-game clothing, hairstyles, locations, missions, tattoos, vehicles, and weapons that are all locked to hide.
I don't like that. And what sucks is like you can't I can't even like pre-order it on PC. So like, do I just lose like that stuff? Can I never play that? Can I never have that?
Who knows? Maybe we won't even have a PC version ever.
No, that's not real.
They like money
of course
too
they're
much.
Gonna,
They released
there's
Grand
too
Theft
much
Auto
money.
5 times or something like that. Like I'm sure we're going to get a PC version.
See, the other thing that's a really important thing to note is on the FAQ for the PlayStation version of the game is that it specifies that GTA 6 is a single player experience.
Yeah, that was a big thing that Schreier was talking about, because like with the release date, I mean, we talked about it last episode, I think a little bit, but like so many things are basically going to be out of service because everybody, like, this is a worldwide event happening for this release. And so he was talking about how like no other games want to release during like that time at all, because you don't win. You just don't beat Grant. You're just not going to. Maybe I was sitting in my head. I was like, what about Horizon? Horizon might release something.
Yeah, because it's like the thing I remember seeing is that it's like twofold, right? Is because you have the whole like people are going to be playing GTA 6 instead of it, right? Like there's that part, but there's also the part of like there's going to be no advertising like from streamers because everyone's going to be playing this, so you can't get your game people to look at your game through streamers, which is a very big type of advertising these days. So it's like it's like you can't do advertising on the game, and you can't have you can't even have people play your game instead of GTA 6 because it's the biggest thing ever in the last 10 years of gaming.
He had a cool idea though of like, well, if you're on Steam though, guess where there's not going to be GTA? Guess what might be like the coolest organic grassroots release advertise it, like we're releasing at the same time. And you can't play it here, so play our game instead. Where I was going with that though is like, not only is this main release date going to be a huge thing, but it is just going to be single player. But there's also going to be another huge release date for PC, and there's probably going to be another huge release date for the multiplayer. So it's like 3 times GTA is going to take over the gaming sphere, and we're never going to hear the end of it.
We've already had the scramble too, because each time they delay, people have to adjust their release schedules.
People have to adjust their time off work. Like, companies have to remove their shutdown dates. What was it? Edison Motors had to have shutdown for a week because everybody called off for GTA.
Yeah, yep. Everyone requested the week off, so they said, "You know what? We're gonna temporarily shut down."
I even had somebody I don't even talk to like about anything ever come to me and be like, "Are you going to take the time off for GTA?" I was mad, so I said no, but that was a whole different story. Anyways, continue.
Okay, so that's like kind of our timeline of things. What we actually know about the game is very little from what I was able to gather, because we know that it's set in the fictional city of Leonia. Oh, I'm so bad with the name. Leonia, which is based on Florida, and specifically Miami, I believe. It's going to feature dual protagonists, Jason and Lucia. There's heavy themes of social media, like it's supposed to be a whole like theme and mechanics to the game.
So real quick, I did see a thing on that, and there's the idea out there that like this is going to become possibly, and I guess Rockstar would love this, where their like in-game social media system becomes like a real social media system.
Yeah.
Like they want to make in-game influencers.
Yep,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like they want a whole ecosystem in there. That's crazy.
Like it's supposed to be
Black Mirror
pretty big component, like the media, like mechanics, from what I understand. Though we don't
I
have
believe it,
we
'cause
don't have details is the problem.
From what I've seen in the RP stuff, like they already have a fairly detailed, I don't remember what it's called. Like it's like a Twitter clone or something, but you can call people, like people have phone numbers, people have business listings, people have, it's kind of wild, all the stuff that's in there already. But yeah, there's like a Twitter in there and everything. So if they're just going hard on that, you could do this. This could be really, really weird. Really weird on paper, but probably cool in action.
But yeah, we have very little information. The only like we barely know what the story is going to be about. It's like from what I've gathered so far, it's like it's your bank heist goes wrong, and basically there's a statewide conspiracy that you have to survive and uncover as the dual protagonists as they protect each other. But like any new features, like we haven't even seen an official gameplay trailer yet. It's just been cinematics, although I think they're rendered in game. But like there's no gameplay trailers like they did for Red Dead 2, because I think Red Dead 2 was 3 trailers and then 3 gameplay trailers, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. But we haven't had the gameplay trailers yet. Basically, the big things we don't know yet are the collector, if there's a collector's edition, what it might include, how big this download will be, anything about GTA Online, like how the console performance is going to be, and whenever that, because there's been rumors of trailer 3 dropping like soon.
I've heard some discourse on the size of the game itself, because I think what's the PlayStation 2 terabytes, 1 terabyte? It can only be so
mine's
big.
500
People are
gigabytes.
expecting it. The game is gonna have to be. We'll see. We'll see how big it is, because man, people are talking like hundreds of gigs for the size of this game.
Well, let's see if they make you download all the audio files or not for all languages. Then we'll see exactly how many gigabytes it'll take up.
This is a bit of a tangent, but now there's a female protagonist. And I remember in the old games, you could pick up prostitutes. I feel like people will feel weird about that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not. Maybe I'll just cut all this out. It was just a thought I had.
I mean, I don't know how people...
Do you know what I'm saying?
Like GTA San Andreas coming out now would have like very different reactions to it than back when it released.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I guess you can sleep with whoever in Baldur's Gate and stuff, but that's a different audience. Like this is a...
To be fair,
this
there was
is
a
an
lot of
everyone audience.
one of the big things going around before Baldur's Gate release was you could be a bear fucker.
Yeah.
I don't remember if you remember that or not. That was like one of the big talking points for some reason. The internet took it up and spread it like wildfire.
Help those sales
Wow.
for sure.
I mean, dude, I saw someone the other day trying to argue that that's the only reason the game got popular, which I was laughing so hard. Like, no, it's not the fact that it's a gigantic content-filled game that, like, with very dynamic. like
There's a
paths through the game, or that like word of mouth was going to spread how goddamn good the game was. But no, it was just the bear fucking.
yeah. I saw there's a mod for Baldur's Gate where you can wild shape into a car.
Now to go back to something I was talking about earlier, the leaker back in September 2022. The whole story around that is kind of insane. Our hacker goes by the name of Teapot Uber Hacker, and it was a 17-year-old boy from Oxfordshire, and a key member of a hacking group known as Lapsus, LAPSUS $. They were arrested by the City of London on September 22nd as part of an investigation by the National Cybercrime Unit and American Federal Law Enforcement. When they did this, because they were on bail for hacking EE and NVIDIA and under police protection at a Travelodge hotel. Then, for anyone who doesn't know, EE is, I think, a big telecommunications group in England.
Okay.
But he breached Rockstar using a mobile phone, television, and Amazon Fire Stick, and then threatened to release the source code in a Slack message to all Rockstar staff.
That's like when I was 17, I was just smoking weed and failing my classes. Like this dude's out here like holding the largest gaming company hostage.
Yeah, it's so he appears before Highbury Corner Youth Court, and he pleaded guilty to 2 counts of breaching bail conditions and not guilty to 2 counts of computer misuse. The case gets referred to a higher court while the boy was remanded to a young offender institution. And then in mid-2023, he stood trial at the Southwark Crown Court for 12 offenses, including 6 counts of computer misuse, 3 counts of blackmail, and 2 counts of fraud. And then he was deemed unfit to stand trial due to autism. And then instead of assessing his guilt, a jury determined he had committed the acts. So then a judge placed him under an indefinite hospital order at the time in December for being a high public risk as he expressed an intent to continue committing cybercrimes.
What a legend.
This is the guy who got us our first look at GTA 6.
I hope his name goes down in history. Like, these are crimes I don't care about. Like, like there's people out here doing heinous stuff, and he's out here like, oh, I got my hands on that GTA footage. What's she doing today?
It's just the fact that he's already under police protection and on bail for already hacking a different 2 different companies. And he goes,
he's
I'm gonna get
like the
GTA.
kid from Hackers. Y'all ever see that movie? No, probably not. We should watch it sometime. It's really camp, and it's really like, oh, this is what we thought hacking was in the 90s.
You know, I kind of wonder what the consequences are for those crimes, and whether they're worse than just being placed in a psychiatric hospital for the rest of your life. Like,
to the best of my knowledge, any of the like, oh, I'm crazy, so I don't have to go to jail type stuff, like, it's a real bad path to go down.
yeah,
It's worse than jail, as far as I know.
I mean,
from the various accounts I've heard.
Indefinite hospital order. That's that's a good way for the bureaucracy to just kind of forget about you, and you just end up staying there for the rest of your life. It feels like.
Because that was at the time. I think he ended up going to prison. Because I think there was even information, or there was a thing like 3 or 4 months ago where he smuggled a phone into his prison, and he commented the fact that he was surprised that the source code for 6 didn't leak, which implies that someone has their hands on it.
I hope. Dang, the Guardian is saying he has severe autism. I don't know how severe. Like, what do you do in that situation? How do you like he's obviously I don't know. Did he do social engineering, or did he like do like, did he hack it? I don't know.
I'm assuming it was probably social engineering, considering he had a mobile phone, a television, and an Amazon Fire TV stick.
Huh. Dang, what do you even do with somebody like that?
How do you accomplish that with those? That's insane.
I don't know, but it's how he did it. From what I understand, is he breached Rockstar.
No. There's no way that you see this guy and you deem him unfit to go because he's too autistic, yet he somehow is able to like social engineer his way through Rockstar to get the source code for Grand Theft Auto 6. Come on now.
So he apparently social engineering was the main factor.
That's insane.
We needed pirate software to stop him. Where was he? He should have worked for Rockstar, not Blizzard. God.
Oh my God.
What a legend.
Dang. And he was on bail when he did it.
Yeah. Like, he's on bail for hacking NVIDIA. Like, at the top.
Oh. What a terrorist. Like, I was just trying to get laid at 17. He's out here being a legitimate e-terrorist.
Not only that, he immediately goes, I'm going to do it again. Like, and the judge is like, you're going to a hospital.
Like, you need help.
Like, he is actively expressing and saying, I'm going to do it again and you can't stop me. Like,
the power. The power and confidence is wild.
But yeah, that ends the information I gathered on GTA 6 so far. I don't know if you had anything you wanted to add.
No, you pretty much had everything I did. I wish I was excited as everybody else. You know,
I just don't have it in me. Any of the three of us are going to play GTA 6 in any capacity.
Well, I'm not because I can't.
I mean, even when it comes to PC, I don't think any of us are going to jump on that train.
Oh no, because I'm waiting until it goes on sale. Like,
yeah,
even GTA 5, I waited like 3 years to play it. You know,
I mean, they're great games. I just I think San Andreas was the one. Vice City and San Andreas were the ones that I really loved. 4 and 5, I kind of just played and beat and never went back to. I don't know.
I just hope
I want to.
I want
to love it.
I just want the game to actually feel nice to play and control.
Not like 4. 4 was real bad. 4 was like mud. Just do everything you were doing. I do not like how
Rockstar characters control.
No,
always one of my biggest downsides.
It's the thing I was saying with after playing, like I waited, I don't know when Red Dead 2 came out, but I waited until recently to actually touch it. And like the main thing that stuck in my head was like, it feels like I'm telling the character what to do and not controlling him. You know, I'm like, now go do this. And that's kind of the Rockstar games. You know, you press a button and then he runs all the way around the side of the car and opens the door, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Which is fine in the world. It's just, and it was great in Red Dead, but it's definitely a different style of gameplay than anything else that I know of. Maybe I'll buy no, I won't buy a PlayStation. I'm done with consoles until this PC breaks. Should be cool though. Tell us what y'all think. Are you guys gonna buy it? Are you on the hype train for GTA? I feel bad because like the other point that Jason brought up was that like with the price of it, that's the other reason why nobody is going to compete, because a lot of people just can't afford to get, you know, this $100 definitive edition or whatever, and then also the other game they want to get. They just, you know, with the state of the world at this point in time, spending $160 on 2 games in a month is a bit much of an ask. Especially when, you know, another caveat that most gamers really only buy like 2 or 3 games a year, and this will be it for them, you know?
Yep.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Like the only other November game I know of off the top of my head is Barbie.
Oh. The dark horse.
Like, and literally the only reason I know that Barbie comes out there is because I know people are talking about being the other game confident enough to go head to head with GTA.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, how much advertising does Barbie really need? It is what it is.
It's got enough. It's releasing with GTA 6.
That's true. Everyone, buy Barbie.
I'm gonna pre-order Barbie. We'll be the one will be the ones. Barbie Rewind, is that it?
I believe so.
Or
Yeah.
Barbie Project. Yep, Barbie Rewind. Decorate the dream house through the decades while playing. Oh, it's just a mix of classic Barbie games. It's not even like a new Barbie game. Oh my god. Oh dang! It's literally just like those like Sega compilations where you just buy it and it's like 15 Sega games. This is what that is. It's not even a new game. Barbie, what are you doing? Oh my god, Barbie snowboard. Dang. It looks like ass. It's even got like Game Boy ports. Yuck. Okay. Cool. Well, I guess that's it for our GTA news. I wish I don't. I think we followed it as much as we're going to. We're not GTA gamers. We all have our respective things we like, and GTA doesn't quite fit in there, but we'll play it at some point, maybe. What we did play, or what I watched you play, Alabama Man? What was that?
God Save Birmingham.
God Save Birmingham. Now, if you don't know, this is a medieval zombie game that we saw a trailer for a couple months ago, maybe even a year ago.
Yeah.
The first thing I noticed is that it's not the same thing.
The trailer was very heavily scripted. Very heavily scripted. I mean, the game looks really nice. Like visually, it looks really cool. To go into like what God Save Birmingham is a hardcore physics-based zombie survival game. It takes a lot of inspiration from games like Seven Days to Die and also Zomboid, I believe it's called.
Project Zomboid.
Project Zomboid.
Yeah. And they're currently doing a playtest, which I was able to join. I think it's just like automatically join until they hit some kind of limit. So if you're interested in trying it, just go on Steam and you could probably just get in real fast. But the thing with this game is, although it looks really, really nice, it's very, very rough. And it is a beta, but man, there are things about the game that do not work very well and are kind of frustrating. First, what makes this game unique is like the physics kind of aspect of it. What this game allows you to do is you can pretty much like pick up like large, heavy objects and move them around wherever you want. Very similar to like a game like Amnesia. You can throw them at zombies, or just like physically construct barricades if you want to in front of doors, which is pretty cool. It makes like dealing with a single zombie or even like a group of them fairly trivial if you just have like a heavy barrel next to you that you can use.
It was nice. From what I saw, you got surrounded and you just started throwing church pews at the zombies.
Yeah.
And it worked. You got out of there.
Yeah. What's also cool is that the zombies are very, very slow, so they feel like they're not dangerous. But if you get stuck in a building with them, you realize how dangerous they are really, really fast, because your character sucks at fighting. They cannot do anything. Even like there's a mechanic where you can like knock a zombie down, like stomp on its head with your foot. I learned the hard way. If you do that too many times, you will just break and cut your foot on their skull, get an infection, and die. that killed me one time, a couple times almost. So the zombies are very easy to like get away from. But if you do end up surrounded, because some of these areas you need to explore or like scavenge are very, very like tight, and there's usually only like one, maybe there's two doors if you're lucky. And sometimes there's a window. So you got to be very, very careful. So that's pretty neat. This has some of the basic mechanics of like hunger, thirst. You know, you can get sick and get infections. You got to make sure you're clean. You have to tend your wounds. You have wounds in different places as well. Also cool. The problem is like the game is very just like clunky, like it doesn't run very well either. It's like it doesn't feel enjoyable to actually play. And like even swinging your weapon just feels kind of like not great. You know what I mean?
From what I saw, yeah, it definitely, like the idea was kind of fun, you know, but like watching you actually play it looked like a chore. Like you're right.
Yeah.
Your character sucks. Like he is beyond subhuman when it comes to doing literally anything.
Yeah.
Like he is a newborn baby in a man's body. It was really kind of weird.
Well, it's also weird considering just the time period, because I thought like I would be somewhat like a little bit more self-sufficient, and there is skills in the idea of like you have skill bars that you can increase, but I don't really know what they do. The game doesn't really tell you that, and that's the other problem, is the game doesn't really tell you much of anything. No.
It is an alpha or a beta or whatever, but still, like it should guide you in some way.
Yeah, it's part of this this genre of game, these hardcore survival games where you just have to, fuck around and find out. That's just really how it works. Like if you catch infection, it's just going to tell you like you're going to die if you don't do something. Oh, what am I supposed to do? I don't know, but you better do something.
It's too late. This is all the warning system is that you get to start over soon. That's all it is.
Yeah, it said I'd gotten sick. I was like, oh no, I better go to bed. Maybe I'll feel better in the morning. I woke up and it says, you contracted the Black Death.
Yeah.
I was like,
it gave me like those Fear and Hunger vibes of like, well, what do I do about this? Nothing. You're just screwed for the rest of your game. Oh, okay. I guess it'll be short.
Fear and Hunger strategy of I'm just going to die 30 times to learn the information I need to actually succeed.
Yeah,
someday
it really
I'll
is.
go back to it.
Yeah, and the beta itself is also
go?
Well, it's rough because there's no save system. You can't save the game. So if you die or if you turn the game off, you have to start all the way over.
Or if it bugs out.
Yeah, because I kind of fell through the world at some point too. That wasn't great.
No, you unlocked the secret level. You were doing so good.
You saved Birmingham by leaving.
Yeah. Nobody wants to go to Birmingham.
But like, part of it seems cool though, because the zombies are actually interesting to interact with in the way where you have to weigh the options of like, do I kill the zombie just to get rid of them? Because they're kind of annoying to have here, but I have to weigh like maybe they might actually hurt me because fighting things is actually kind of hard in this game, or it'll like deteriorate my weapon. I don't have a good way to really sharpen and like repair my weapons yet. And then also like trying to explore and everything is such a risk as well that you really, really want to save your tools and your stamina and like everything for those moments of when you have to go try and find things you need to survive. The main issue that I had with the game really was just like there is no direction for what you're doing yet, beyond scavenging. Like there's no, like that's all there is in the game right now, is all you can do is just scavenge stuff. You can like put a well bucket in a well so you have infinite water, but it's super easy to do and then you're just done with it. You know what I mean? I don't know if the water in the wells run out. I didn't play long enough to ever find that out, but it lacks anything to really keeping you to want to play the game more, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I saw you had like some missions to do eventually. I don't know if it guided you to those, or if you just found them wandering around trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah, they had some journal entries where they want you to. It basically acts as the tutorial where you're like looking for survivors and like, oh, here they are dead, and then you do that 3 or 4 times. That's pretty much it. I completed all of those, and once it does that, it pretty much says, "Oh, thank you for completing the beta," and that's it.
Okay.
But it lacks like any like hardcore, or excuse me, not hardcore, like any end game survival mechanics yet to really work towards, because after that you're just scavenging, and like with that system, eventually you're just gonna run out of stuff to find because it doesn't look like anything ever respawns ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's kind of like, y'all remember Green Hell, right?
Yep.
Okay, that game, I think for the longest time, like there wasn't any kind of story or like anything really to do. Like you just kind of survived, and that you need a reason. Like you can't just have a survival open world game where there's, I guess I don't know. I guess that works for some people. I definitely would I need a reason to play the game, you know?
Well, even like 7 Days to Die has a very as much crap as I give and other people give about that game, because I do like it, but it has problems. It has a very simple solution to that, which is on the 7th day, you better be ready because there's a horde of zombies that are going to come try to murder you.
Yeah.
And break into your base. And as far as I know, there's nothing like that in this game as of yet. So it just lacks like that driver to keep playing the game, to like reach some kind of goal, like a reason to survive beyond just surviving. Which, you know, is fair. It's just a beta. So I'm curious what they're going to do to help fix that or to add.
The one thing I saw when you were playing that was a little frustrating for me is like, it's this thing where games like decide they want to be games and it totally breaks the immersion for me. Like, I don't know in what world where you hit any living thing in the head with an axe 10 times and it still doesn't die. You know, like that. Even if your axe is garbage, like it should still kill it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. That just kind of threw me off a little bit.
To be fair, I think a lot of times when that was happening, so my axe was dulled. Because there's a sharpness system in the game too. But you are
still,
yeah, you are right. There's actually a huge difference between a dull axe and a sharpened one, because the sharpened one will kill a zombie in about 2 hits, 2 to 3. The dull
you
one,
can hit it in the head with a brick 10 times and it would die. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I'm saying. Like the immersion gets broken for me when that happens.
Yeah, it's a little much. But other than that, like the game looks really, really like good aesthetically. It just has a lot of polishing up to do. Yeah. Oh, and stealth, not even a thing. Stealth is not a thing in the game. I tried a couple times. You didn't see it because I played some more today and we recorded the other day. I tried to like sneak around zombies, or like sneak up to zombies, but there's nothing you can do even if you manage to do it. So like even if you sneak up on a zombie, you can't like do like a sneak attack, or at least I didn't find one. Like they showed in the trailer that you could do.
Wow. Yeah, it's kind of the same 2 problems that I had with the Legend of California. One was like shooting a guy in the face and he doesn't die. Like, I don't care how shitty my gun is.
Yeah.
If you shoot, you know, he's going down. And then the stealth was like really wonky, which stealth doesn't have to be in every game, but the way the games, these open world games are laid out, like it should be, you know, like, I don't know.
I get more frustrated when you make it a point to show that it is a thing, and then that just is
very
not
true
there, you know? So I hope that gets added and fixed and whatnot. I think the game has a lot of potential. The major problems are the performance, for one. Once I went to the town hall where there's a ton of zombies, it did not like that. The game did not like that at all. I was down to like 30 FPS at max. And I was running medium settings, yep, with a 4080 super. So not great. At 1080p. But
I mean, again, it's a beta, so you know, that's the point. I'd rather have a crappy beta and they iron out all the bugs than release something that just doesn't work properly, you know?
Yeah, there's some really cool ideas here too.
The important part is that step is fixing those bugs.
Yeah, that's true.
We've been there before. We're like, they just got to clean it up. You know, a lot of potential, and then it just never happens.
How is it worse?
I mean, there's cool ideas though. Like the whole pottage pot thing is a really neat idea, where you can have like a pot of food over a fire, and you get more value out of like the food items that you find by letting it boil in the pot, turn it into like a stew essentially. And as long as the water doesn't run too thin, and as long as the fire is kept up, the food just never goes bad. So you don't have to worry about your food spoiling either. The problem is making sure you get enough wood, and don't forget about your fire going out, and you know, being very attentive to it. But it's something to juggle that I think is actually pretty cool. That I don't know another survival game that's done something like that. I actually thought the pottage mechanic was pretty neat.
Cool.
But I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's pretty much it. Oh,
All right.
and you actually can build like stairs and stuff with objects. I was actually forced to do that in the manner that I was in to like escape a room. They actually, it was the exact same thing that I saw in the trailer. I tried to do it and it worked, but I had to use more than a chair like in the trailer. That didn't chair wasn't enough.
Oh, the ladders work. I remember that.
Yep, the ladders are movable and they do work if you move them, which is pretty neat.
Nice. I did check. Yeah, if you're interested in this game, God Save Birmingham is what it's called, and yeah, you can just enter the playtest immediately by checking it out on Steam. So I don't think there's no waiting list or anything.
Yeah,
I tried it myself. All right, cool. Would you recommend checking it out, or is it kind of like a wait? If you remove the fact that it's free and immediate,
I would say no. I think I would never like recommend this game and have it cost money. Like even if it was like $10, it's like it's not there yet. You know what I mean? It's missing too much. But that's fine because again, it's a beta that is in a very early stage. Even if you just press the pause menu, like you can see that it's not anywhere there. There's not even a save system. You know what I mean? You can't even save the game yet. So.
Oh yeah, you hear that, Ocean Drive Studio? It's got the concepts are there. We just got to do the work, and we're looking good.
Yeah, I think there's some cool things you could do with that. I love the attention to detail, like everything. You can grab pretty much everything in the game. You can disassemble like all tons of stuff. Like, I think, and there's definitely a larger map planned out too that you can see, but you can't get to because it's all walled off for the beta. So, yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm curious where it goes.
Cool. Well, thanks for checking that out for us. I think we're pretty much good, except Strider had what was it you've been doing all week? You've been gone.
Yep.
Back to the, I forget what it's called.
Lands
Not
between.
the game. What's the land called?
Lands between.
Limsa? Lands Between? No, that's Final Fantasy.
The Lands Between is the entire.
He's been playing Elden Ring.
Yes, I've been playing Elden Ring because the de facto biggest mod, Convergence, who just launched 3.0.
Ooh, what's that do?
So Convergence's big thing is basically it's far more freeform in how the game is played. Starting with they have broken the classes into 27. Where classes are designed with either your starting class will also determine where your starting location is, but it's like your damage type, what you scale with, and like whether you use sorceries or incantations, or if you're a melee class. But once you spawn in, it's gonna start you in someplace in Liurnia, Limgrave, or Caelid, depending on which class you start, because each class has its own location that it starts in. And near it where you start, you're going to find a note that basically tells you where like your progression for your classes throughout the game. And to help like make this freeform is the entire structure of how the game progresses has been changed.
Really?
Most legacy dungeons have been revamped with like basically trying to utilize their areas and revamp them in new and interesting ways. Bunch of new weapons and armor are strewn about, but one of the big changes is that there's what are known as Erdway gates, which they're guarded by a boss. It's where the Erd trees were in the base game. But basically there's a boss there, and once you beat them, the teleporter turns online, and you can warp to any other teleporter in the game, which are all found at the tree locations plus a few new ones. And once you get there, you have to beat the boss on the other side, and then you can go anywhere. Once you've beaten both bosses, you're free to go back and forth between them. So if you want to,
Are these mods free?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Because the whole thing was with Convergence that they announced that there was going to be a week beta test, basically, on starting on the 17th. Like they had dropped the trailer, I think the 14th, and they said on the 17th there's going to be a week early access for Patreon members so we can bug fix and test. And then later that day they're like, we realized we're actually just paywalling this for a week, even if it's just a week. So as an apology, anyone who subbed to play can ask for a refund, and everyone in the Discord gets to play on the 17th. We apologize for doing this, and that was not our intention. So they basically gave everyone who subbed to play a refund, and then just released it for the beta test for everyone. And then it officially released on the 24th. And watching them, they have been hard at work bug fixing, because there's a lot of bugs that they have to squash. Because it's a massive revamp. Because the big thing for 3.0 was that it finally touched the DLC.
Oh, cool.
But in addition to like the Erdtree gates, like your end goal is different, and that you have to you have to unlock and gather 5 keystones to light the forge, which to burn the Erdtree to be able to fight the final bosses. But multiple bosses will drop the first 3 tiers. Like for example, tier 1 comes from Godric, a new boss in Castle Morn, or Renala, Queen of the Moon. You can beat any of those bosses to get to your first keystone. And then 2nd and 3rd are also held by multiple bosses. The 4th is held by Morgott, and the 5th is held by Malekith. So you always have to do those 2 bosses. But with you being able to teleport and go anywhere, like areas like scaling has been flattened, so that like all the potential starting locations are roughly on par with each other. Another big change with 3.0 was a big balancing adjustment. But one of the other cool things is that all armor now has passive effects.
Ooh.
So some of them are simple, like the stats up or this much physical damage bonus. But for melee classes that don't use spellcasting, they have unique armor pieces that are strewn about, because for most classes, your progression is these runes for the spellcasting. So you have your faint runes that you start with, and then they go up in tiers, like shimmering, radiant, shining, and so forth. But that's where your class spells are. And then they've condensed the class, like as a frost mage, you get all the frost magic, for example. And as you go up in your rune, like each time you find one of your runes, you get like 3 to 5 spells. And some of them are like big changes. Because one of mine I found with the class I chose, Stormcaller, is it makes you immune to all status effects. It's like it's what's known as a legendary enchantment, but it massively buffs your spellcasting, but it hampers your stamina and FP.
Okay.
How much more content does this add, like hour-wise, do you think?
A lot. They have, I think, there's roughly like, because they added an entirely new legacy dungeon that took me and my friend an hour and a half, 2 hours to go through, and that's just that new area. And there's a bunch of other changes, because there's 18 new bosses, 12 to 18 new bosses that they've done over the course of, like, compared to base Elden Ring, not just in this update. Another big thing they added in this patch that I forgot about till now is they added class jewels, which when you get to the DLC, you can get a special talisman for each of the classes. That what it does is it forces you can't cast spells outside of that class, or if you're a melee class, you can't cast spells at all, but they're some of the strongest effects. Like the one I remember is that I use for Stormcaller is every time an enemy is staggered, you get 1/4 of your HP and FP back, and fully regen all your stamina. You get a damage bonus for 10 seconds. And it also buffs your spells of that class.
Jeez.
But like they're basically build defining upgrades. But the other thing is like because of the way they have the open end structures, like you can basically go anywhere from the start of the game. Because if you want to, you can rush straight into the DLC. now. So it's a nice way to replay the game.
Ooh. I'm glad you got more because you like that stuff. You're such a Elden Ring guy.
I feel like you're calling me something derogatory, and I don't know exactly how you're
I'm
saying.
not. I just like, I don't have that in me. Like, we tried playing, like, once I played through the DLC, I was done. We tried playing multiplayer. I played for like an hour. I was done. Like, even Sekiro, I've picked that up again, and not recently, but I put it down within like the same day. And I love those games. I just wish I loved them as much as you do, you know?
You know, because the other thing is, like, they made each of the classes more in depth, because they'll have like certain mechanics tied to them. Like, for example, the dragon magic, lightning magic, has like a mechanic called current, where it can stock up to 4 of them and then spin them to empower certain parts of its spells, and so forth. Like, that's how it sets it out from some of the other classes.
Oh, cool. Did you get that TikTok I sent you about the grafted and not having any grafted dicks? He said somebody did the research. Is it Godric the Grafted?
Yep.
Yeah. No dicks. Although he could if he wanted. Anyway.
On that note.
On that note, do we got anything else, okay, hold on. Where do you find this? If somebody wants to do this, what do they need to do?
So for this, it's really easy, because they have a launcher that basically does everything for you. You basically just
cool.
point it to a folder, and it'll go, okay. The only hard part,
that's cool.
Like, I got help someone set it up to play with me within like 10 minutes. Because there's a bit more involved if you want to do multiplayer. But like it's not that hard. Like, the launcher does 85% of the work for you. It's mostly just installing the mod engine that it uses, Mod Engine 3, which is just downloading off of GitHub.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. We were like, for what, we're like, where's Strider been? And then I check and I'm like, Elden Ring again?
Yeah, I currently have 5 characters going in different parts with different people. I have a solo game and then 4 separate playthroughs.
Jeez, that's what I'm saying. I wish I loved that. You know what? I love Guilty Gear as much as you love Elden Ring. So we each have our things. Well, thanks for bringing that, and thank you for going into GTA. We got anything else today, or are we all set?
I think that's it.
I think the only other thing is we finally have the Steam Machines price.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
$1,049 for that, and what is it, $1,400 for the largest storage size version?
And you won't even be able to play GTA when it comes out.
I think it comes with a controller, though. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
What do we know when it's supposed to come out?
I don't
or
think
any
we have
idea?
a specific date. I think all that is right now is you can sign up to get one when it comes out. Like, there's a wait list, but we don't have a date for when it is.
The new Steam machine is officially releasing June 29th. That's soon. Is that?
Yeah,
AI might be lying to me.
Because what I think it is like, it was like you signed up for like to reserve like which version you want, and then then they're gonna randomize everyone so that the order's random, and then they're gonna start like sending and having people pay for it. So it's like, it comes out soonish. It's just you won't be able to get one like at this time specifically. You don't know, because if you pre-order it, like, you're getting it when they have it available. Because basically, when Valve was talking to get RAM for this, the companies, they basically told them a price, and if they say no, just don't talk to us again.
Yeah.
Like, because RAM prices are just out of control, and it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, looking at it, it's like a rough ask for something that's like on par and maybe even could be worse than a PlayStation 5.
Like, you can't play GTA.
Yeah, that's also true. You can't play GTA 5 on release.
I mean,
GTA 6 on
I think
release.
it caught the thing with the Steam machine is I saw people saying that, like, to build a machine as strong as it for PC, it's roughly the same price.
Yeah,
Like, it's comparable. But the thing is also the PlayStation has also gone overpriced recently because the Steam machine I think was originally supposed to cost around $750 was what the original asking price was going to be, and then we got hit with hardware prices exploding.
Because I think the PlayStation's 5 is around like $700 right now.
The PS5 Pro is $900.
Yeah, and I haven't looked at like anyone comparing what this, because I think we have some people that have gotten their hands on the Steam machine to test it out, and I haven't looked at anything yet to see how powerful this thing is actually supposed to be. Because it's kind of hard to tell because all its CPU and GPU are semi-custom, so that can always kind of throw the wrench into things and like performance-wise.
Like we'll need hard performance tests.
Yeah, but and even that's like it's got 16 gigs of RAM, and I think it's like a retrofitted CPU as well that they just like are using. I think it was originally used for something else. I don't remember what it was, and they just kind of jury rigged it for this instead.
That's what's kind of crazy is like we talked about last week, like the games keep having higher and higher requirements and these consoles are not keeping up.
Yeah.
I mean, we're about to hit,
and you can't afford to get a PC that keeps
hardware
up
is not keeping up.
Hardware,
like
because the thing is, like, in like a year, it's going to be even more expensive to buy a PC and stuff than it is now. Like more life.
And we might be at the end of an era, depending on how things go.
Because like this graphical improvement, it like can only go so far. Even though like the underlying tech is like this is the biggest generation jump was PS4 to 5. Because now we've basically eliminated loading screens to an extent, and also just now we're hitting 60 FPS on basically every game on consoles. Like, it's a massive penalty when your game only runs at 30 FPS, but we'll see. We'll see GTA 6. Can you put...
all this stuff is happening, and meanwhile, Nintendo's like, yeah, so what? We'll just keep doing what we want. We're going to raise our employees' wages. How about that?
Dude, Nintendo keeps winning. They keep winning.
Nintendo keeps winning. I think Xbox, they're I don't even...
Xbox
I know they're doing more layoffs.
They do more layoffs. They have just had a price increase for their consoles.
Bungie's like fired everybody.
I know. I'm seeing stuff where they're like Marathon might not make it just because Bungie's struggling. Like you can't. I don't know. It's a tough time for game devs right now. It's a tough time for everybody. I wish everybody. I hope the next few years are easier on just the world in general.
Well, it's really sad.
Yeah, I was gonna hit this.
Guess. I know I shouldn't talk about it, but guess what the player numbers are between Marathon and Destiny 2 right now?
Oh, this is Steam only, right?
Steam only.
Okay, I bet Destiny is winning.
That's true. Do you know how much?
I'm gonna say a rough estimate of 15,000.
You are way off.
Wait, for Destiny?
Yeah, I don't know.
For Destiny or Marathon?
Like I was saying, in between.
Marathon's at 8,900 players. Destiny.
Wait, that
2.
means it's like a 75,000 difference, right? Because Destiny usually hovers around 80K.
Yeah, they're at 90,000 right now.
Oh, you know what's funny too is I just saw this like Reddit relationship post for this girl's like my boyfriend, all he wants to do is play Destiny and I can't get him off and it's hurting our relationship. And usually the comments in relationships are like, oh, you should leave him. Like, no matter what the partner is doing wrong, they're like, you need a divorce,
like,
break up, burn the kids, set the house on fire, get rid of everything, hit the gym. And then in this one, all the comments were like, well, okay, so you need to understand that Destiny's closing down. So you got to give him some space, let him enjoy the final gasp of his favorite. Like, every comment was like, yeah, they were informing her of like, hey,
let my
this
man
is kind of serious business.
He's mourning. It's a time of mourning for him. He's suffering. I just it's the guy tipping the hat being stabbed by daggers thing. That's the exact picture I'm thinking of. Like, you don't know the pain I'm experiencing.
And yes, Marathon's a good game. nothing. I'm just saying.
Have you played it?
I mean, like from all the hallmarks of it, like people like everyone that plays the game says is really good. I just don't want to play an extraction shooter. That's like what everyone says about the game. Like no one ever complains as bad. They're like, it's just another extraction shooter.
I heard one of the most recent updates actually added like a whole, I don't know, version section. I don't know, but it reduced the extraction point of it hugely. It made it more of like a PvE. There's bosses and
is that why the recent reviews just went down a lot?
I don't know. I'm not following it. I'm just kidding. I'm not big on the. I can't play like I can't crack out on FPSs like I used to. Like my games have got to be a little more. I'm too old. Also, I'm addicted to Guilty Gear.
But
so.
Marathon is 30% off right now in the Steam Summer Sale.
That's true.
Yeah. We talked about it before I came in here. I just can't get excited for anything right now. It's just not happening. Anyway, what I am excited for is to say thank you for listening to everybody who's still sticking with us. We appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the video or send us an email at giantenemycrabpod@gmail.com. Do us a favor, leave a like. Strider put in a lot of effort. Give him props. I appreciate that a lot. Other than that, I guess we should spend some time looking into the. You know what I'd like is if our resident tech expert could look into the Steam machine and see where it compares versus consoles, because that's coming out really soon, actually.
Yeah, I'll take a look. We'll see.
Take a little look-see, and we'll get back to you with that next week. For now, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.